You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? This is from a 2021 interview that she did referencing, talking about, Michael B. Jordan. You'll hear the co host, right? You'll hear her basically, in a sense, state corny, right? But then right after that, you will hear the woman, the interviewer that was interviewing Michael B. Jordan at the time, you will hear her speak and how she went to school with Michael B. Jordan and how she relentlessly teased and made fun of him because he was chasing his dream to be an actor. And we all know a young Michael B. Jordan, General Hospital, The Wire, so on and so on and so on. So you could pretty much imagine throughout the greater duration of his life, he had to deal with the type of teasing that was taking place because he was chasing his dreams while a lot of these kids didn't even know what they was doing with their life, right? And irregardless on if she said it or the other girl with her said it, she agreed. And that's the one main point because I see a lot of people out here talking about this. Oh, it wasn't really her that said it. Nah, you're escaping a point at this woman. She made fun of this black man for trying to go out there and chase his dreams. And now she got to turn around and eat crow because she's on his red carpet talking to him not only as an actor, but he's a director of his own film.
You know what I really think deep down inside? I think that Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. And to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. And back then, that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
Now look at him. He got that Black Panther money.
Well, yeah, I didn't exactly.
He gives me cookie cutter, and the only time I hung out with Michael B is like in LA, like at like Shay's house, and he's always just very like. He's just cool. I think
he's too rich to have to be hood now. Like you just be, boy, if you don't take him millions and go to Hermes and get some stock. I miss I could have been in the aquarium swimming with the fishes, but
with your Hermes stock or whatever.
Instead I'm swimming in Mexico by myself, child. But anyway.
So again, that was from an interview from 2021, just so people can catch up to speed, because you have a lot of people online trying to say that, oh, this was so many years ago. Michael B. Jordan, he should just get over it and yada, yada, yada. Why is he still stuck on it? This shows how sensitive he is. First of all, you had two women here critiquing Michael B. Jordan. You had the one woman that was talking first. She was like, oh, he's corny, but it's not a slight, this that and the third, yada yada yada. And we all know that the nice guys will treat you great. None of them date nice guys. You can hear the tone in their voice. They would never date a guy like Michael B. Jordan. They're still speaking on him to this date. That was not that long ago that he was basically called corny on the air in a room with two women. The other woman there, who was the original interviewer who interviewed Michael B. Jordan, she could have corrected her, but like, yo, he not corny, this, that. She could have did that. She didn't do it. She fed into it. She was like, hey, you know what? I used to actually go to school with him. His name wasn't fully Michael B. Jordan yet. It was Michael Jordan. Let's just start there. So you getting on him because his name is Michael Jordan. And then you're trying to state in a sense that he is lame and corny because he is not a Michael Jordan. He don't have like those same skills. He's not athletic and all this other type of stuff. And then you wanted to get on the fact again, like I stated earlier, he is an aspiring actor at that time. He's young. So he has like his headshots because more than likely somewhere either during school or after school, he's going to, have a casting call or whatever it is. And he has to bring, those shots with him so that he can give them to the people so that they can have a reference or whatever it is. And he can potentially get a call back. So you were making fun of him throughout this whole thing. And you thought that for whatever reason that things were just going to play out differently in the world, that, I guess you were going to be this queen and all this other type of stuff and get your Prince Charming. But at the end of the day, like she stated, she, in a sense, she's getting near to that point of hitting that wall. What did she clearly sit up there and state? She was like, hey, if I didn't make fun of him and I wasn't like this towards him, I could have been, on a yacht somewhere, swimming in an aquarium, all this other type of stuff, basically meaning that she would have been paired up with Michael B. Jordan, and she would have been enjoying a lavish lifestyle because she was right there. She was supporting him. She was good to him, right? Unlike all the other people, but that's not who she was. That's still not who she is. She's still the same person that she was back then now. This is why she has the job that she has. This is why it goes back into the extent of what she stated. She was like, well, now I'm just sitting up there in Mexico swimming by myself, and rightfully so. Because you don't deserve, quote unquote, a guy that's a square, a guy that's corny. You don't deserve what comes with that. A lot of women don't. Even though you have a lot of women now stating that, oh, I deserve a good guy. And no, you don't. You deserve the same exact guys that you've been sitting up there getting, because that's all you told the universe for pretty much your whole life that you wanted. No matter what other examples of great and good and educated men are out here, you still decided that you wanted to go for the bottom of the barrel. So that is what you're going to get for the rest of your life. No guy is going to roll up here trying to clean up that mess that you created directly for yourself. If you're swimming alone, guess what? You're swimming alone, and you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. That's on you. That is directly 100% on you. And again, this is like the second or the third video where I'm trying to get through to a lot of the black women out here. Y'all need to be speaking to your daughters. This woman is a perfect example of what it is like to basically tease a guy. Like I said, none of these women out here know the potential of any of the young black men out here, unless it's actually shown through way of sports. Other than that, they don't know nothing. They don't even have an inkling. So they're automatically throwing away opportunities continuously, right? And then later on in life, they sit up there and see the dude, he living nice, he got a nice car, nice house, nice suits, and now they want to try to be buddy. Now they want to try to talk all nice. Oh, I always, I kind of thought you was kind of cute and all this. No, you didn't. You a liar. Because that's what most women do, lie. Because the moment in time that they get caught, it was like, oh, I really messed up. Let me try to pick this up. Let me try to put some of that charm on. Let me try to act sweet. Let me try to keep that. For all of those guys that you wanted to mess around with because you wanted to drop this dude, keep that for them. It's over. It's already done. It is completely done. That runway is cleared. It is cleared. Like I said, nobody's coming for you. It is what it is. And especially now with this video, the audio that is, directly out here for people to hear. Yeah, ain't no dude trying to sit up there and see that. Like I said, they'll try to date her. They might, have some time with her, but ain't no dude really trying to marry that. Like, if you're willing to sit up there and treat him like that and then still say some stuff like that, because at the end of the day, like, what she say on the red carpet? She's like, oh no, I didn't call you corny, yada yada yada. That was misrepresented. But then what did she do at the end of the interview? Oh well, you're not corny no more. Ha ha ha. See, but I thought you didn't say it. But I thought you didn't say it. Clowns. Like I said, black women, teach your daughters better. Use this woman as an example so that your daughters don't end up in the same predicament later on in life, so that they can actually be on the good side of a lot of these dudes out here that are going to make something very much of themselves. Because I promise you, if there was like, a type of scale, and you look at a lot of the dudes who are technically running these corporations and they got millions or hundreds of millions of dollars, or they invested right in all this, or they living nice, living good, a lot of those dudes are what? Considered corny. Squares. Girls wasn't paying attention to them. They wasn't giving them the time of day at all. So when you look at those guys, look at the women that used to sit up there and clown those guys. Like I said before, I don't know what side of history a lot of people want to be on. But women need to be looking at the right side of history, because y'all been choosing the wrong side for far too long.
I missed my.
Boy,
I
you could
missed
have been.
it.
You could have been.
I could have been in the aquarium swimming with the fishes, but
with
you
your
know,
Hermes stock or whatever.
and,
No, you
yeah.
want
Instead, I'm swimming in Mexico by myself, child. But anyway,
he gives me cookie cutter, and the only time I hung out with Michael B is like in LA, like at
right.
Shay's house, and he's always just very like, he's just cool.
At the end of the day, I just want to reiterate this to a lot of guys out here. If you listen to what these women are stating, realistically, being nice does not pay off. They just told you. She was like, you know, he gives off cookie cutter, right? He gives off boring. He gives off stale. He gives off not exciting. That's what she was stating. That's what she was stating. And then she was like, yeah, I've been around him. He's just cool. See how that works? He's a nice dude. That's respectful. That's not trying to treat you no type of way. But you don't like that because a lot of women out here like to be disrespected. They don't want to be treated nice. They don't want to be called by their name. They want to be called outside of their anything else but their name is completely fine and directly acceptable. This is what women on social media are directly telling you. This is what they're saying on podcasts. This is what they're saying on blogs. This is what they're saying on YouTube videos. So it's impossible to, in a sense, for people to try to state that, oh, it's only a few women. Nah, it's deafening out here. For how many years I've been hearing women say the exact same thing. It's craziness. Like I said, men pay attention. Women will talk, but their actions speak differently. These are actions. They're telling you by their choices, by how they lead themselves in their lives and their dating options. They would never sit up there and go for a guy, even at this moment in time. They still would never go for a guy like Michael B. Jordan. The only reason they would actually be around him, and the one girl stated that she was around him. The only reason she's there is because he's famous, because he got money. Other than that, she would never be around him. Never be around him. But I promise you this, though, and mark my words, let it be a time where you end up actually seeing Michael B. Jordan with a woman that is not black. I promise you, you're going to start to see a whole bunch of women just magically throw him away, saying that he ain't even worth it. He don't even look that good. All this. They're going to start throwing a lot of this stuff directly out there, but not noticing the fact, the reason, if that is even the case somewhere down the line, the only reason he's even seeking out somebody different or looking towards somebody different is because of the life experiences that he has had and technically is still having at this moment in time. But a lot of people don't want to talk about that, though.
Here comes a new challenger.
First one said, this is why I don't even want to be around certain celebrities at this point, because I don't said too much and artists are sensitive.
Stop it. Get some help.
One, I agree, because one part of me is like, Lorel, gotta watch what you say, mama. But at the same time, it's like, sir, that was years ago. Also, even though she didn't quite say it, you probably was corny, my boy.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
He can blame all black women, but not the same black boys that called him corny too. A black woman made him feel bad, so he in turn goes where he's appreciated. Now he has money and fame, aka a white woman.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
A lot of black men laughing at that Michael B. Jordan / Lorel video. All of y'all can't be nerds. The test scores and college enrollment statistics simply don't support it. Carry on, though.
Well, damn. Bitch, you guessed it.
What's corny is bullying someone when y'all young and then trying to act like you wasn't part of the people bullying him when you're older. Truth is, he's more successful, more relevant, deals with women who look better than her, and handled her with grace. Michael B. Jordan. This woman said, Michael B. Jordan, being nearly 40, rich and famous, still reacting to who called him corny in high school, really just proves that he's corny. Good Samaritan stated, they saying this is you. I don't know if you've seen it. Then he goes through and shows the thread as quoted, I 100% hold grudges against people who called me ugly. I don't care how long it's been, LMAO. And don't let it be a guy who called me ugly in middle school trying to talk to me now.
Not only did you do that, they got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me on no fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K?
That ain't me.
The person stated he isn't corny, but he does need to heal from that trauma. Holding on to it only hinders him in the long run. Hence why he's almost 40 and still allows it to affect him in a negative way.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
This is why I just say that there are too many women out here that are broken and that are just projecting. You literally throughout all of the comments that I was able to read to you, which you can clearly see displayed directly in front of you. You had one that wanted to say, oh, all of the guys that are technically hyping up this whole video, you're not even really nerds and your test scores. And I'm like, so now we got women out here that know what nerds are. Like, you have a variety of different nerds. You got dudes that are into like anime, manga, that, you know, play video games, like all different, like there's different types of categories for like nerds. Like I said, like this whole like generalizing, like I wish people would actually like be more knowledgeable and do some research before talking. Because it just makes you look even worse than what you already are. Then you had another individual to the lower right hand corner. She wanted to say Michael B. Jordan is suffering from trauma. Ma'am, that's you. That's not Michael B. Jordan. If he's suffering from trauma, if that trauma got him all the way up to being the multi-million-dollar actor and director that he is, sign me up. Give me some of that trauma. I need that directly in my life. I don't know what you're smoking, but that dude is not on any type of trauma train. Because if he was allowing things to actually hold him back, he would not be the actor / director that he is at this moment in time. But like I said, this is what it looks like when people want to project and they can't take accountability or responsibility for the things that they did specifically in their life. So they try to put that onto somebody else to make it seem like it's a them type of thing and they are where they're supposed to be in life. Completely 1,000% ridiculous. And then you had the fool that rolled out of nowhere, wanting to talk all high and mighty, wanted to say this, that, and the third about Michael B. Jordan, wanting to call him corny, just to say that he was corny. And then somebody went directly through her Twitter. And the funny part is I had cut off the date of it. The ink on her tweet wasn't even dry yet. It wasn't like she did this like years ago. She did this. She made this tweet this year. This year she made this tweet and decided to say that I'm going to hold grudges if somebody called me ugly and yada, yada, yada. Ridiculous. But you got the nerve to be up here trying to... The delusion that is directly out here is ridiculous. It's 1,000% ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this in my life, but yet here we are. Here we are. This is what the world is at this moment in time. This is why I keep saying that a lot of people who are on social media should not be on social media. A lot of people who in a sense have platforms should not even have platforms. This is why. Because certain types of stupid needs to be kept away from everybody else, because stupid is completely infectious. You can clearly see that by the comments directly up here. None of them are directly coming at the girl that was interviewing him. None of them are coming directly at the other woman that was interviewing the woman that interviewed Michael B. Jordan. None of them. They're all directly coming after Michael B. Jordan. And the general consensus about Michael B. Jordan is what? That he's a nice guy, that he's corny, that he's just cool and all. It's crazy how positive things are now negatives. This is the society that we live in with women, where positive attributes, positive things that people would normally want to find in other people, if you find that in a guy, it's a negative. Woo! Like I said, stay frosty out there, my guys. Stay frosty, because it's gonna be a cold road. Let me tell you, it's gonna be a cold road. Let me tell you, it's crazy out here.